What's up, guys? Welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about the resource arcles and how you can use them to your advantage to maximize your passive resource income. Now, I think passive resource income is great. There are resources that just collect over time without you having to do anything. And one strange mechanic that I've noticed over the time that I've been playing this game is that if you can see here, if you look at my cash depot, you can see that the maximum capacity has been reached. The maximum, what do you call it? The resource capacity, the production upper limit. Sorry. So we have here the resource production upper limit, resource capacity limit. So when you see this red icon here on the cache, that means that the resource production limit, upper limit, has been reached. But interestingly enough, if you let that sit with at max capacity over a certain period of time, I don't know the time exactly, but if you leave it there over a long period of time, it actually starts to oversaturate, and it holds even more than what the value states here. And it's kind of weird because, let me see, how can I showcase this? Let me do this. Check this out. I'm gonna I'm gonna get all my gas back, okay, and I'm gonna put all my cash on the market. So let's see, it's cash. Let's do this. I can offer cash. Oh shoot, nope. I can offer cash. I know a lot of people want cash right now, so let's be a little generous. Let's do this. Actually, no, let's not be generous. Let's be greedy. Okay. So just to get that out there. So I've emptied out my cash reserve here. Okay. Now I can't, let me see. Is there a way I can look at my cash reserve without having to click on that? Okay, well, we're gonna note how much we get, how much cash we get, and then we're gonna look at the stats of the building. So boom. 330. So look, we just got 2 million. Did you see that? We got 2 million in our reserve, but when you look at the information, the production upper limit is 334,000 only. All right? So I think that mechanic's kind of awesome. So as you can see, as you saw, I had zero cash, and it says here that the production upper limit is only 334,000 cash. But when I collected it, and just to clarify, I've been, it has been at maximum production capacity for at least 2 days now, I want to say. So it racks up, guys. I don't know if there's a cap to that, to that oversaturation, I guess you can say, I guess you can call it, but I think that's cool. So one thing, so that's why I think it's really awesome to get as much passive resource income values as you can. So I'm just going to show you guys how you can do that with the resource arcle and along with the other things. So here, let's look at our values. So I currently have the 24-hour resource production active and the specific buffs active. So just to be clear, for those of you who don't know, you can stack 2 different buffs for each resource. Okay, so the 2 types of buffs that you can stack, I call it the specific resource buff and the general, and like the general resource buff. So the 24-hour resource production boosts all of your resource production for 25%. And then the specific ones, the food parts, the specifics, they increase by an additional 25%. So that's why you see here a plus 50%. So here are my values. Just keep in mind that I have max research. Okay, I want to be transparent here. I have max research in the regular development. Now I have not invested in the advanced, development, and I probably won't in a very long time because these pure crystals or these unlimited crystals are too valuable to be using it on that right now. I'm more focused on the advanced troops. So just for the sake of the video, we're just going to be talking about the general, pretty much the research that everyone should have no problem doing without requiring something insane like the unlimited crystals. So that's maxed. Okay. And then I also have all my resource income buildings at level 21. Okay. So so that is what represents these values here. These values are represented by everything I just discussed. Now, let's activate the resource Oracle, okay? So look at these numbers here. And now let's activate the resource Oracle and we'll see by how much that increases. Okay, here we go. Boom. Let's go back. So here we go. So it increased by around 20k, 20 to 21k around there per hour. Now that may seem like negligible, guys, but keep in mind this is passive. This is passive resource income. So this is income that you get from doing nothing. Okay? As long as that clock is ticking, resources are coming in. Okay? It's like an investment, It's like investing in stocks. You put money in and you're not always getting, whatever. Maybe that was a bad analogy. But what I'm trying to say is it's great to get this value up. It's great to get this number up as high as possible so that you can get that maximum resource income. Now, if you go on enriched, this value gets doubled. Okay, so 113.56 per hour. Now let's move over here. And just to show you guys. But so while my arc moves over there, let's just talk about the investment part in terms of melange. However, wait, before we get into that, let's talk about what you need for these. These resource arcles are the easiest to get in the game. The only gold that you have to spend is on the blueprints required for crafting these items. So 2 times 3 is 6. 6 times 1,000, 6,000, give or take, around 6k gold. Okay, if you want any one of these arcles. I recommend one. One is all you need. You don't need all 3. Okay, come on, guys. You just need one. And I highly recommend you just go for the one that pertains to your main unit. So I got this one, the cash production one. So as you can see, if you look at the stats vary. But honestly, you're not getting this hull to fight. You're just getting this hull for the resource income. So you want to look at that tertiary resource, the third resource here, the cash, electricity, gas. So I recommend you just go with the one that you main, the unit that you main. So I should have gone Gungnir, but I got this whole way back in the day when I first. I'm pretty sure this was the very first article I ever got. Just because I saw people. When I first started playing, I saw everyone with these arcles, and I'm like, wow, my arcle looks like shit. Look, this is how my arcle looked for a long time, and then I'm like, wow, those arcles look so cool. I want to get it, so I got it. I got one of these, and I felt like a badass. So, yeah, I upgraded it to level 13. Now, I recommend that you do not go above level 10. I went a little overboard. I think above level 10 is not really worth it. You should focus on other melange priorities like your gear specifically, okay? But level 10 is doable because past level 10, guys, it gets expensive. Look at what it costs to go from level 13 to level 14. This is a lot, and it's not worth it. I did the math, and it only go per level. Your resource income only goes up by around 2 to 3k. Not a lot. It's not a lot, okay? At least for the worth of, or for the value of melange that you're sacrificing for that resource income. So it's not worth it. Level 10 max. Don't go above that. Okay. Now, to get what is needed of you for these, you just simply click on each individual legendary equipment piece. Click on the little go icon, and you can just click on the go icons. Just follow the go icons. Follow the yellow brick road, and it'll guide you to what you need, and it'll even send you to the Explorer. Okay, so now that we're on the enriched, let's look at the values. Boom, check that out, guys. 227.1k per hour. Now, let's bust out the calculator, okay? The handy dandy calculator. This thing, I love calculators. So let's see, 227,120, okay, times 24. So this is how many resources you can get in a day. Now, granted, it's not a lot, compared to what you can farm, but these are resources that you get from doing nothing. So I'll take it. I'll take any resources that I can get without having to put in any work. Now, if you multiply this by 7, this is how much resources you get per week. Okay. Now, about 4.2 weeks in a month, this is how many resources you get in a month. So like I say, guys, it adds up. It just adds up. And you don't have to feel too bad about leaving it at full capacity for days or who knows how long. That's the one asterisk I have in that regards is I don't know how much it keeps holding on before it caps, because the value you see here is not correct. The production upper limit is not 334k as you saw when I collected it, and I got 2 million. Okay, so I think passive resource income is great, and you want to maximize that when possible. And it's especially useful if you can activate the arc hole on top of all the activated buffs, on top of being on enriched, on top of the research. Okay, the research is great too, because at max, check this out. Cash. Increase production by 100%. So yeah, guys. That's the passive resource income video using the resource arc holes. Hope this sheds some light on some things that you may have not known. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you learned something, and I'll catch you guys for the next video. All right, later.